What is going on, warriors? This is your boy Shin Ryu, and it is time for another video. And I know it is not Street Fighter Duel. This is the game I've been wanting to talk to you guys about for the longest time, and I'm talking way back last year. This was originally going to be the content I was going to work with. I thought about it when it was announced long before, and after the game actually got released and available. I sort of took my time because I didn't know what direction I wanted to take with you guys to, showcasing the stuff. And I wanted to just go right ahead and, see what the game was like, okay? So I took my time and I didn't actually play for a long bit. It was just kind of there in my, scratch that. I had my older phone, my Note 9. That's the phone I currently use. I think I'm due for an upgrade as well, but that's the phone I currently use. And I've been trying to run the game on it, but for some reason it just wouldn't work out. Okay, it just would get somewhere and it would just crash and nothing else would happen. I'm looking around, touching random stuffs here, just so as to make sure that my storytelling know what I'm talking about. Doesn't seem all too boring without any form of action, but we're going to go into stuff real quick here. Okay, so I did eventually, was it when I got my tablet, I was able to try and run a bit, and the first battle I had was so amazing. I was like, you know what, I can see myself actually creating content in this game as well, but I hadn't actually pushed further and I wasn't ready, so I sort of like didn't play for a long time. I decided to pause and everything. Then we had Mortal Kombat, as well as Devil May Cry. The mobile games come out, that one more recently than the other one. And I realized when I played it, yeah, for Mortal Kombat I played it, it seemed kind of decent, but I found myself like not necessarily really into it, and so I just kind of bounced off. But with Devil May Cry, it was actually totally disappointing for me. I didn't really enjoy the game at all. Like I'd rather just play the versions on my Steam Deck or on the PC than that one. It seems too rough around the edges. It seems like too much work, and I just kind of lost interest right away. And some of you rightly so lost interest as well. But why I'm mentioning those two is because what that did was that it gave me the inspiration to actually try and actually experience the game for myself. This game in particular for myself, rather than just hearing of new title and just jumping on it. Like I feel like I need to make sure that I actually enjoy it and it's good. And in all honesty, it is taking a little bit more time than Street Fighter Duel when it comes to the gameplay itself. For me, I feel like Street Fighter Duel right now needs the anniversary to sort of turn things around. It is still fun, but like anniversary is what's gonna maybe give it a little bit of an edge. And I'm a bit optimistic about it because one thing that's making me super optimistic is the fact that nobody knows anything anymore, and it makes more sense in that manner. So you can actually be expected to be surprised rather than when people gives you a little bit of tip here and there because they have information. Of course, I did value the information from Dino, but at the same time, disappointment ahead of time when it's not as great as what you expect. But without any further ado, let's get into the game itself and let's go and expand further and see what it's all about. Right now, it looks like some strategy playing game, but no, it is not. This is just pretty much the world around, and the reason why I actually wanted to play this game is because I'm a huge fan. Apart from Street Fighter, I'm a huge fan of the Arthurian legend. I love King Arthur and pretty much the story around it. When I was in high school, whenever I had the chance to visit my brother in my junior brother in his own school, I'd go to the library just to read stuff on King Arthur and shit like that. So part of my English or part of my French, whatever. But now I'm about to show you some stuff here. Okay, so this game has so many stuffs, and you won't believe that there's huge stuff that are left to be unlocked. So I'm going to try and ease you into the game the way it works real quick here. The first and foremost thing is that it has two primary modes. The first one is the story mode. As you can see, I have made progress. That's to show you that I'm actually enjoying the game. Okay, and the story mode actually tells you the tale, and it's not just based on the story that they try and give a little bit of edge and twist to it. I'm going to show you some stuff as well. One of the you guys, I don't know if you guys were ever familiar with the King Arthur Legend of the Sword. Was it the sword? The one which what's his name? Is it Chris Hanem? Why is the name going off my head? With Jimon Hanzo was there as well, and some other popular characters. Jude Law and stuff like that. Um, I enjoyed it for some reason. I know it wasn't true to the Arthurian legend in that they sort of made some twist here and there. For example, I'm going to go to the characters because I don't know their names, all the names off. I just know the primary ones off. It know the likes of Arthur, Tristan, Lancelot, you know those Genevieve, those with those who are actually the primary whatever, and then of course you have some like Gawain that has their own story too. But let's go to the heroes real quick here. Actually, let's go over to the codec, okay? Because this is one that's gonna let you see every single hero here. So the ones that are lit up here, these are the heroes I've actually unlocked. Morgan and Tristan are the ones I've unlocked from Legend. To show how much I enjoy the game, I actually even have it launched on my Steam Deck as well. So I kind of have like two accounts. I kind of go back and forth and play to see the different, results, and also try different things as well. Then we have the red. That's what can authorize. And now, for all of you guys who are very familiar with the Arthurian legend, you're going to notice that certain people have had either the sex change, I guess, just to create some sort of diversity, all that kind of stuff. Make sure that it's not just only male. Because if you think about the prime people during the past, of King Arthur is primarily male figures, right? So, first of all, they've made Guinevere have her own arc of, being a warrior as well. So you can obviously use her in the game. We have Gawain here, right? But if you remember Bedivere in the movie, Legend of the Sword, he was actually Jim and Hunter that played him. So stuff like that, where like, how they try and run some of this new stuff nowadays. So Claudius here is supposed to be male primarily, but just to accommodate females in the game, they've made a female version of him. Still the same story, just you're gonna see women in some places. Kay is supposed to be King Arthur's half brother. Hector was not to raise both of them. He was one that whose sword got stuck. If you guys remember the Disney version as well, it's been a long time. I don't know if I remember 100%, but if you remember, Arthur was sort of like junior half brother to, I believe that should have been Kay. I need to do my research again. And he has to go pull the sword out of the stone because he couldn't find, Kay's sword. And that's how he got this, Excalibur, right? And there is more, Bo Ban is supposed to be the father of Lancelot. And and of course there's Lancelot right here. He's not been unlocked yet. I can't wait to have him. I don't know. I have like a dream team already that I want to actually set up. And of course, primarily, it doesn't matter if Arthur is rare. We putting all my resources in Arthur just because of how much he's sort of like my main G and everything, right? Garrett as well, one of the knights, supposed to be male, but made it look like this very, very strong, powerful female. And trust me, if you look at the graphics here, the graphics are amazing. Like, the only thing that doesn't happen is that the hairs don't move. But I know that. Well, I think they kind of do. I'm not sure. But on the Steam Deck version, there is this extra effect as well that's on it. Just very rare. You won't really notice the difference between the two, but you can tell some extra effects there, like you see here. Another one as well. The sons of Boars. I think they're under uncommon. Leon and what's the name of the other person? Um, they're supposed to be sons, right? Lionel and where's the other person? Come on, man. Are you coming? Is the other person coming? Or Rare? Maybe the other person is Rare. Yeah, Bohart, right? Bohart was the one that was, part of the what's the name of what's that cup? What's that cup? The Holy Grail. Yeah, the Holy Grail. Whatever. You can see that they're female here. So those are some of the few things. So if you are guys who are super fans of the Arthurian legend as well, and that kind of stuff kind of like gets to you. Hopefully, it doesn't, because honestly, if anything, it kind of helps have diverse characters and different ways of models. You can see King Arthur here. Look at the graphics, and there's even a view that is so nice. Not this view here. Let's go to the view where you actually have own the characters. Yeah, and you see this right here. He's in a room here, and you look at the environment. It is crazy. So, graphics wise, this game is never going to let you down. It is so well detailed. You can see here, also looking all dope. So this is all of them in their young phase here. If you go to their arc and everything, you guys can check it out yourself. You notice that it is before the actual, for example, Lancelot has not met Arthur yet, all that kind of stuff. There's so much stuff going on here. But that is the first aspect of it, the graphics. And like I said, there's two more: there's story and then there's adventure. With adventure, it's kind of like an open world kind of stuff where you just kind of go around, try and accomplish missions, find as much chests as possible. You can see you'll be able to follow your log of what you're looking for as you go through the story and through the arc. And of course, the battle mode itself, turn-based, but with so much sweet animation, and not just sweet animation as well, but it is so diverse. So this is Archer alone, right? With Archer alone, he's one character, right? But you get to have, you have the typical equipment you have to pick up as well. But more importantly, is this key stuff here, the relics. So Archer obviously has Excalibur's own relic, but you have three versions of it. So one that actually gives you, a flame faction, like a fire flag faction. One that gives you like a winter faction, and one that kind of gives you like wind faction. So every one of them have these three, okay, and each one of them work different. As you can see here, this is the move for each one here. Unfortunately, you can't display the move until going through gameplay here. I'm going to try and display one gameplay right now. So as you can see, Archer is one I've sort of been focused on in terms of like the stars. There is so much to develop. There's the stars, first of all. There's also the awakening, which kind of turns all that into purple. You also have the relic to work on. It is so deep and it is actually so interesting as well. Of course, you do have daily missions that you can do as well. And for all of you pay to play out there as well, you get the option of going through, let's see, looking for something, going through, like a pass. So obviously, I'm free to play everywhere. So all I get is just this upward pass. And you can see here, I'm making progress here, not because, I'm just trying to put it in. I'm actually really enjoying the game, and if you guys try this game out, I can see you guys find it difficult to drop, and you're actually going to get inspiration as to how certain things should be worked on in Street Fighter Duel as well. Okay, so one stuff that I wanted to mention that I think I mentioned briefly when I was talking about Street Fighter Duel was the summoning, the way of summoning. So you can see here we have normal summoning here. Normal summoning, what I try to make sure I have enough up to 10, so as to create a huge chance to get a rare character. But chances are you get rare character at max. If you want a legendary character, you have to go to special summons, and they're so generous. When you progress, you get a lot of this stuff. The only thing is, how often are you going to get a character that you want and all that kind of stuff, right? But going back to what I'm trying to say here as well, you get every week, as long as you have, you always want to make sure that you have a minimum of 700 of these gems at the start of the week, because when you go to the store, they give you the option to buy one chance. You buy this, where is it? I'm trying to look for the crystals here on Crystal Shop. You have one chance to buy, oh, there it is, like a weekly summon, and for the price of 10, you pretty much can, with 700, you can get 10 summons. Out of these summons, you can also eventually, still use your crystals to do more summons, but they're more expensive when you use the crystals per se. So sometimes you want to save all that and use the crystal for other stuff. But there's all strategies around the world. I'm just excited to show you guys this stuff. Okay, I know I haven't shown you guys the battle mode yet, but I'm going to show you everything in a bit. There's so much stuff here. Okay, so the first thing here is there's clan as well. I opened a clan, still pretty new. Don't have just my two accounts, so we're bored here. So if you guys eventually kind of come in, whoever is able to join us before 10 fills up, you get a chance to join the team 10, and you're all good. Okay, but as you go in here, you have the clan missions on each of these missions here. These are the basic missions here. I'm looking for the raid itself, so you have the option to go on the raid. All right, and on the raid, let's go to the clan here. Typically, if I want to go for raid, I go through to the clan itself. I'm going through like a short. Let's go to this particular. This is the way to the clan castle. You can see this is the round table here. Still missing certain people. For now, I don't know. I guess as the game continues to progress, it gets unlocked. But you go over to the clan section here, and there's clan raid. I actually was missing it out. So you get the chance to progress. You have like progress within, there's 6 more days to try and complete all this. I believe this is the final one here, and this is an example of the raid. I'm going to show you the raid first. All right, and you can see right now this is 10. It doesn't matter how little these guys are, and you can only use a certain team per day. it's almost like you have your full squad. You maximize the squad as much as you can. If you want to get leadership qualities, you click on this and tell you who is a good leader for this particular whatever. Another thing that's very nice is when you pick characters that have synergy. If you pick one person, the other person would start to speak, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a bit here, okay? I'm just super excited. I'm all over the place. I didn't actually plan how I was going to showcase stuff to you guys, but we're going to try our best to do it. So let's try and do like a regular mission. I'll just go to one of the other missions that I accomplished I've done in the past. So let's go to main story, and I'm going to go against Lot. So this is a really nice battle, all right? Actually, one of the battles I like, one of the animations I like is look at me. I didn't. Okay, it's against Urians. Okay, Urians is obviously one of the knights. If you remember, if you ever watched Excalibur, he was one that kind of went against him initially, and of course eventually went for him. So let's go battle Urians, right? The cool thing about the Knights of the Table is that almost all of them were against him from the start, in their own meaningful ways against Archer. Archer had to prove himself before he got them on his side, right? Some of them had lots as part of the Knights of the Round Table. Others, I guess, they died for then. So this is one of the stuff you have to look at here. When you want to fight a battle, you can look at the character you're with. If I go ahead and select all of them, for example, you can choose a leader. So because my characters are really good, I don't care about these leaders here. I don't want to waste my time with the leaders. I'm going to use King Archer as my leader. Why do I keep seeing only these guys? Like, I'm not seeing my main characters. Did I filter something off here? Let's go. Oh, come on, power. That's what. Yeah, like, it's not letting me choose King Archer. It's like weird. Like, I really have to go there. Why am I not seeing my main squad? Okay, this is my main squad here, but I'm trying to show you guys something. So if I set teams here, why are the other? I can't see Isolda. I can't see her. It's weird. Some people are missing for some reason. Is this a limited whatever? But let's go right here and let's just show you the gameplay first of all. I'll show you that other stuff I'm trying to talk about afterwards. So you go right here and hit start battle and just watch the cinematic intro. I don't know if I've stopped it for the day. Oh, I stopped this. So you can actually turn on the cinematic intro. I want to turn it back on. I want to see if I can turn it back on. Let's see, game settings. Okay, let's claim this. I haven't claimed that already. Customize. Yeah, let's look at this. Let's do once a day is what I would rather do, but for now I wanted to always so you can actually see in case I've actually showcased it before, right? So I'm going to forfeit this. Doesn't matter. I'm not super worried about my whatever right now. Look at that. Look at just the way he just comes forward. Really nice animation. Then he intros the character. Really dope. And then these are my characters. You can obviously go closer to them if you want. And you can see how the moves are really nice. So I'm going to go with Tristan first. One is the good thing about this game as well is if you want to just go straight for the boss, you can go straight for the boss. And if you do that, you finish the battle. Obviously, this is like a beginner because I'm already more advanced right now. And then they tell you who the MVP is and how Archer is the MVP. How are you the MVP? You didn't attack. That's weird. All right. Anyways, just go right ahead and just go forward and all that kind of stuff. So show you another one again, just see how the intro is and everything. We're going to start battle, and this is Lot himself, right? You can see it just nice stuff. And this is the first battle you have a Lot, all right? And you still have, and there's a transform Lot you're going to have. So this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the other team because I want to showcase. So you can, each of them a different strategy. You can make someone slip with that. I like this move here. There you go. So look at that. Look at that. This is just dope. But this is King Archer using the flame, whatever. If we go right at, I didn't want to try it this way, but let's just do it. We can destroy them at once. I'm going to use her AoE. All right. Let's see. So, guys, it gets tough. Don't expect to be this easy. This is just the beginning of the level. I'm just trying to use this showcase. I should actually use something better to showcase even if we don't win the battle. So did I just do restart again? Okay, no, I wouldn't. So we can either go to hard. Once you progress, you go to hard and you get some of these goodies here. So now we're in 2-1. So we have a difficult one here right now. We're going to try and do a battle, and we have one more person to add. So you can see what I'm talking about here. You see that if you look at Arthur, if you look at Isolde right now, you have this bubble on her head. That's her trying to tell you that, hey, I can connect with somebody in particular and I work well in that person. So if I click on her, you see he's going to say, will you come with me? You say, absolutely. You know the love story of Tristan and Isolde. She was supposed to get married to Tristan's uncle. Tristan, for some reason, fell in love with her and decided having an affair. And of course, they ended like some Romeo and Juliet stuff, tragically. All right, but we're here in the game right now, so we're going to go right ahead and go into the battle and try and see how this actually works out. So now this is going to be more competitive. You're going to be able to see move lists and everything all there. I'm using King Arthur's fire version because he's fire relic, because the opponent is mostly fire flame. So I can go right ahead and use this, but it's not going to have the same crazy effect, but it is really powerful because I've been powering up the relic itself. So, and there's something, because Isolde and Tristan kind of like have this synergy. If Isolde attacks sometimes, Tristan will go right ahead and attack as well. So I can use this as strategy to make the opponent sleep so you don't actually get attacked. So you can use Isolde to heal, but I want to see if she's going to get Tristan's assistance. Go there. Tristan did not assist, he just got healed. You can see, you just see that kind of stuff, and then I can use just to finish the guys there. Just very nice animation. And this is the second wave. So some battles you have one wave, some battles you have two waves. Alright, and I'm just going to go right ahead and use my favorite move again. I love this move there, yeah. So some of them have AoE, some don't. Right, like Tristan doesn't have AoE, but he has this very nice animation in his move there. She's got AoE, but look at the bars at the bottom here. These bars matter. You need to have a certain amount. I can use this just heal, just for healing's sake. Oh, I chose a flame version. She used to be winter version normally, and this is like, oh, Arthur is just savage with his sword and everything. So very nice stuff there. So this is just one aspect of it. We have battle with monsters too. So not just that, individual battle with monsters, I also have raid battle with monsters. With raid battle with monsters, you have to contribute and put in your damage, and your team has to try to help you do some damage as well. So what's going to happen here is this. I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to share it. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's just do some raid, right? We have this one here that we haven't done yet. You're going to see the nice animation here. So you can obviously, like I said, pick this. It looks like, because I've already started playing, I already did one round with her, so I can't pick her anymore. I'm going to try and pick some synergy. I'm going to pick brothers. All right, so I'm going to pick him. You can see the bubble already popped up already. Shall we? Why not? They're brothers, right? So that's one thing here. If I pick Hector, I might want his son to come along as well. I don't know if there's any synergy, but no, that's not Hector. Hector's right here. So I pick Hector here. Hector actually wants him to come along. But I want to show you something else. I don't want to use Hector. I want to use Garrett. Garrett actually is a brother of Gawain. Unfortunately, we don't have Gawain yet, and so we're going to use her. But different mechanics you're going to see. You've seen some fight and some moves here. It's like they took time to make this game, and I'm surprised it's not as popular as it's supposed to be. But I'm determined to continue to run this game because I want to make sure that this actually is on the account here. So you see, unfortunately, I can't use this move, right? This move is badass when you're facing humans. When you face bosses, there are going to be a lot of moves where some of these defects won't work properly on them. So we're going to use this instead. All right. She uses like a gauntlet, and you can see the amount of bar it's going to take for you to actually use it. You can also attack the limb. So I'm going to use him to attack, do an AoE, and this is Boris right now. All right. All right. I'm going to try and attack the arm. You can see here. This is going to be quite a battle. And then of course you can decide to attack the arm, you can decide to attack the whole body, but I typically like to attack the whole body if I have a very very strong AoE character, because I haven't developed these guys very well. I'm still trying to take my time to develop all these characters. It's still early days for me, but I've already made decent progress. I'm sure if you guys pick it up, you might even go faster than I am. So there you go. This is what the brother synergy does. You know, you attack together. And of course, sometimes if you want to just kind of go on auto, you can go auto as well. And you can increase speed to maximum of 3 and just watch the battle and see how it actually unfolds. You know, why I do this sometimes if I'm trying to run my other account. Just let auto run through while I just gonna do some dailies and rounds on the other account there, like I'm doing right now. You can probably hear my mouse click, maybe you can. Well, that's the fun about this whole stuff. Once you damage a limb, they kind of like fall asleep. There's one that is very amazing, the dragon one, where if you cut the wing, the dragon tries to fly up and then it falls and crash, and then you can try and attack it. Very very nice stuff. Like it's really really cool. So we're gonna let this battle run until the battle actually finishes, and I'm gonna try and just show you as little as possible in everything else so that you guys can discover for yourself how amazing this game is as well. The last thing I want to show you guys is what the story is like, but not what the story is like. I'm gonna try and progress in one of my stories, but not really go far, or maybe one of the adventures instead. But I'm going to show you guys right now. But like I said before, there is so much stuff to unlock, so much stuff to release. There is some modes I've not had time to actually really play as much yet because I'm still a beginner in this whole stuff, and I will show you how you know that I'm a beginner, because when I go into the there is, like, you know, a PvP side up to the game as well. You're gonna see that a lot of people are way better, you know, higher in level than I am, but I don't think it's ever too late to start this game. I could have been among the first guys if I had my phone working and playing the game properly, as well as if I decided to stream this game as soon as possible. But I don't mind how late I am. I've heard that it's not available in some regions, so you have to figure that out as well if it's available in your region. But look at that, look at the graphics. The battle ends in 4 turns, so you can only so I think what is happening is that there is like a rage. I don't know if you guys have ever come across Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes 4. It's almost like that kind of boss battle where eventually either time runs out or the boss is able to like take you out. So instead, in this case here, time runs out because you have a few more turns left, and that's about it. So that's what raid is like. So we've done some damage here. I can go to my other account, try and do some more damage, or I can use some more team members that I have, depending on how good they are, to try and do some more damage, right? That's that aspect of the game. You can go to the, you know, to stores, forge weapons, all that kind of good stuff and everything. And as you make progress, you collect all this whatever. So you have daily rewards, weekly rewards, and monthly rewards, as you said. For me, the key thing is to try and collect these summons. All right, we're going to see if we can actually go right ahead and summon, just to show you what summoning is like. And hopefully I'm lucky in this particular stream with my summoning. Okay, so we're going to go right ahead. Before we go to summon, that's going to be the last thing we're going to do. Let's see here. Let's claim the reward because we already do one of this. I need to come and do all this stuff later. I'm going to do all this, off the recordings. But I'm going to show you the adventure now. So this one here is, because we've already done it, it's not going to feel like a story. So let's get to the adventure. For us to do the main story, we have to go back to normal, I believe. And let's see. Is there like a? Oh, I think this is the last one of the story for this one, right? This particular stage, chapter 5, it's crazy, so I'm not going to try and spoil it for you. I'm just going to go to the adventure mode here, and I have a few more chests and a few more stuff to unlock, so I'm going to show you what exactly it looks like for sure. So this is where I'm going to try and wrap up with the last view, and then of course after that I'm going to go right ahead and actually, you know, showcase the going to showcase the, you know, what the summoning is like. So this is what the adventure is like. You can either use, like, you know, your mouse, you know the directions to sort of direct, or you can just tap anywhere in the whatever, and then when you get certain missions, or you can just tap the mission in particular they're trying to work on, and it's going to automatically go to that, you know, whatever the stage is, and you can just watch them move and all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool. You see there's a few people around there, this is just us trying to just get to wherever the next, you know range and mission is, and then you can collect quests and that kind of stuff. That's what the adventure is. The story mode is strictly what it is, the story. You're just going to go right ahead and just actually live through the story of it and all that kind of good stuff. So pretty nice. These milestones here are just easy ways for you to actually just warp into the whatever. That's too much light. I have no idea what I need to do next, but that's one of the stuff here. This is the main stuff to go into the next storyline, as you guys know. So that's where the final this thing is. And now I'm going to just show you the main this thing, and then we're going to just sort of like wrap things up here. Okay, so just give me a moment here, show you the summoning aspect of things, and that will be where we wrap things up. I want you guys to discover this for yourself, so I don't want to really ruin it for you, but it is so exciting that it's actually 30 minutes already into the recording here, but we're about to wrap things up here. Okay, we're going to wrap it up with some summons. Hopefully I can get a legendary character, but this is the other part I'm going to talk about in that. When it comes to the summoning itself, the lesser you don't get a character, the more you have a chance of getting one. So go to switch summons here right now. It shows here that legendary guaranteed after summoning 24. Okay, you can get the legendary before the 24 itself, and legendary has to be a character, not just a relic or something like that, because you also get relics in there as well. Okay, so let's just go right ahead and just do like a 10 summon, and we're going to wrap it up with this. Okay, and this is the nice part. Once you do the summoning part here, it's like a sword pool. First, if you see bats, it means you're guaranteed a rare character or rare stuff. But if I go right ahead and I pull, so you have to chart this. If I pull and I see gold, then I'm going to get legendary something. If I don't see gold, then it's unfortunate. So let's go right ahead, see what happens. We've got red. Oh, we got gold. So hopefully there is a legendary character that's coming in. So most of this character already have copies of them. This is how you get extra copies. So if it's a regular character you had before. Oh, who's this? Oh my word, we got a lot. We got a lot, guys. This is crazy. So who knows what it is, because I'm showcasing this. That's why I'm getting such great luck. But yeah, this is the legendary character that I have there. If you see a quick shot, whatever, then you know that I've had the character already. Chances are you're gonna run through most of these rare characters or common characters, uncommon rather, and common. And all these guys already have them already. I have him already as well. Just so it looks like Ledger was the only good stuff about it, because we're almost on 10. And there it is. So there's the 10 right there. And there we go. We got a lot on our team right now. So I'm definitely looking forward to adding into my lineup. But there it is for me, you guys. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. Okay, and I'm going to be trying to showcase more on this, probably focus on a certain aspect of the game so you guys see what it's like. Otherwise, it's been your boy Shin. We appreciate you guys' time and you guys' subscriptions, you guys, likes as well. We're approaching 200, so let's just make it quickly as possible, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't turned on notification buttons, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.